Hello, my name is Mckensie Pollock, and today I will be preparing 3 medieval Islamic dishes that were used for medicinal properties. The 3 recipes I will be creating is an eggplant omelette, a syrup of lemon, and a syrup of basil. Each of these different recipes have various different medical properties that were used in the medieval Islamic world. For simplification of the recipes, I have restructured the original recipes so that medieval measurements are now their modern equivalents to the best of my ability. The first recipe I will be preparing is the eggplant omelette. Eggplant has an interesting history in the Islamic world. According to the book Medieval Cuisine of the Islamic World, eggplant has been scorned by many for its bitterness. It was believed that the color resembled a scorpion's belly and that it tasted like a scorpion's sting. Medieval Arab doctors further claimed that it would cause freckles, sore throat, and cancer. However, Ibn Sayyar, who was a physician who wrote on how to prepare food in a clean and healthy way, discovered that cooking the eggplant in salt removed the bitterness. Popularity in the eggplant exploded, and it is now found in a variety of Islamic dishes. Medieval doctors did a 180, saying that eggplant was perfect for a healthy diet. We will now begin the first recipe, the eggplant omelette. The items we will use for this recipe is an eggplant, egg, salt, vegetable oil, dried cilantro, breadcrumbs, cinnamon, soy sauce, and mashed garlic. We will first begin with chopping the eggplant, then putting them in a pot to boil. Make sure to salt the water to remove the bitterness. You will then cook it for 10 minutes. While waiting for it to cool, beat an egg with a tablespoon of oil. After the eggplant is soft, drain the water and mash the eggplant in breadcrumbs. Then combine the beaten egg with the mixture and add a tablespoon of dried cilantro and cinnamon. After it is beaten, we will then fry the eggplant into small cakes with oil. This process took me about 10 minutes or so. After they are golden brown, remove the eggplant omelettes from the heat. Lastly, we are creating a vinaigrette to cover the eggplant omelettes. This vinaigrette is made with a tablespoon of vegetable oil, soy sauce, and 1 clove of mashed garlic. Mix this and then bring it into a boil in a shallow pan, then pour over the omelette.
This is the one that does not have sauce on it, and this is the one that does have the pour-over sauce. I'm going to try the one without sauce first. I enjoy it. That's good. And the one with sauce. I like both of them.
I would recommend pairing this dish with a glass of red wine. An unnamed Arab physician of the medieval ages stated that wine was useful for the protection of health and improvement of digestion. It renders the body fertile, expels all excesses, causing them to leave the body, and increases the innate heat of the body. The next recipe I will be creating is the syrup of lemon. The syrup of lemon's purpose in the Islamic medical world is for the heat of bile, cutting thirst, and binding of the bowels. First, we will peel the skin off of the lemon. After it is sufficiently peeled, we will squeeze the lemon to remove as much of the juice as we are possible. My lemon happened to have exactly 1 tablespoon of liquid in it. We add as much sugar as there is juice, stirring the mixture so that some of the sugar dissolves. After this, we cook the mixture in a shallow pot until it becomes thick like a syrup. This process took me about 3 minutes on medium heat. I then poured the mixture into a cup and let it cool for 30 minutes.
It's very, very syrupy.
The taste was very sweet, but it was also very heavy and thick. The final recipe I will be creating is the syrup of basil. There are 2 separate instructions for both fresh and dried basil leaves, and since it was winter, I opted to use the dried basil leaves for this recipe. The medicinal properties of this syrup is to free the bowel with blood and to help those who have recurring coughs or diarrhea. I took 2 tablespoons of dried basil leaves and boiled them in water in which I covered for 10 minutes. I then strained the leaf particles from the water, leaving only clean water left. I measured a 1-to-1 ratio of liquid with sugar, much like the syrup of lemon. I cooked this mixture for about 3 minutes until it became thick and syrup-like. I then removed the mixture from the heat and I put it in a glass. I added a nuqua, or 7 teaspoons, of cold water.
Oh, that's actually really good. Yeah.
The final mixture tasted like sweet green tea, and it was very refreshing. It was a very mild basil flavor. That concludes my video on the medicinal properties of medieval Islamic cuisine. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this video.